You monsters! How could you do this?
And who are you exactly?
That's right. Hasn't been a vampire for 5 minutes and thinks she knows everything.
I saw that you were perfect, and so I loved you. But now I realize it was all just smoke and mirrors.
Hello and welcome to another mediocre moment with Cabernet. We're popping back into the game and exploring just a little bit more of this demo and seeing where the story goes. Alright, so I should explain that I had to replay everything up to about the point where we left off last time. The continue button does not work in the demo, so I had to replay the demo. So there will be a few small changes because I did make, unintentionally, I was trying to make the same choices, but I made some different choices with points. I'm going to go ahead and distribute some of these. Yeah, I had thought I was making the same decisions. I didn't. We're going to walk in and find out what's happening.
I don't understand. How could this even happen?
You have no self-control at all.
Well, looks like even with the different choices, we still ended up with the same result.
What is this? My God! It's Petya's doll, Matilda. This is so unsettling. What the hell happened here?
It's all Victoria's fault.
I told her he's almost empty, but she wouldn't listen.
What do you want from me? I was starving, and you two barely left me anything.
Doesn't matter now. We drained a man. Not anywhere, but at the Countess's manor. Someone is going to fry for this, and as sure as hell won't be me.
Are you mad? No one is going to be executed for this. He's just a human.
You monsters! How could you do this?
And who are you exactly?
That's right. Hasn't been a vampire for 5 minutes and thinks she knows everything.
Come with me, my dear. This is not your mess to sort out. Those morons. I knew I couldn't leave them alone with him.
I just can't seem to make sense of it. I talked with Petya not even an hour ago.
I'm so sorry. He didn't need to die today.
What happens now?
Well, the Countess won't like this one bit. I can tell you that much.
Is she sympathetic to humans?
I wouldn't say that. However, she doesn't like murders being linked up to her She will find her way out of this, no doubt. But those three in the ballroom, we'll have to see.
Back in the room, they said someone will be fried. What does that mean?
I don't know if you've heard this yet, but we can't be in the sun. It destroys us.
I did read about that in the folk tales.
The stories are true. Sometimes it's used as a form of capital punishment for our kind.
What do you think will happen to those three outside?
Murdering a human, sadly, isn't a big crime in our community. I don't think it will come to that. If I had my guess, I'd say they will get their fangs dulled for troubling the Countess. They will grow back after a month or two, but before then, they will have to feed solely on Cabernet, and it isn't cheap.
What if they can't afford it?
They will just have to find a way. Some take loans, some steal. Without blood, we are like humans without water.
Arbin?
Yes?
Do you know what will happen to me now? I don't even know who I am anymore. What do...
I understand it's not an easy day.
Sorry, the
We
cat
all
keeps
went
touching
through
my
this
buttons.
at some point. All the answers will come at the right time. For now, you just need to wait it out till someone sends for you.
I must admit, I feel quite restless.
Listen, not many of us might say this to you, so I want to do it. Being one of us doesn't just mean hurting people for your own benefit. It doesn't have to be. To me, it means that I have an eternity to become better, learn from my mistakes, absorb the knowledge about the world.
I suppose that's one way to look at it.
You know, the Countess has a wonderful library over here. Why don't you grab a book and use this time to learn something new? Perfection comes in little steps.
Thank you for all your help and kindness, Arbin. It feels really good to have a friend around here.
I know it can't be easy for you right now in all this madness. It's hard to adjust. I learned that the hard way, trust me. Here, I want you to have this. This should give you a little boost when you need it. Clear your head. It's not going to last long, but it will give you a little peace of mind for the time being. I should go now, my dear. You know where to find me. Next time, a drink at my bar is on me.
I'll be looking forward to it.
Alright, so if we finish this book, it gives us science and logic. This one is history and politics, music and art, and literature and poetry. So I'm going to take a look at our stats here. So we could even things out by doing music or literature. Okay, and it looks like we're only allowed to read so much at a time.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to do...
I should see what all this ruckus is about.
You will make choices in Cabernet, some of little and some of big consequence. You will not know which one is which. Some of those consequences will be marked on the screen by this symbol.
This is fresh. What in the world caused this? My God, what happened here?
Idiots being punished for their own stupidity.
Did you kill them?
I took that snake's fangs out. We'll see how she does now. I wasn't sure what to do when I saw him, but then I thought about something you said earlier.
Really? What was it?
That mortal life has the same value as eternal existence. I don't know if it's true, but it certainly helped me find my rage. Still, this isn't going to bring him back.
I'm so sorry about Petya. He seemed like such a nice boy.
It was always a risk. Life goes on. Whatever it is we have. But thank you. You must be curious about what happens to you now.
I'd be lying if I said otherwise.
The way it works is that you get assigned to the one who turned you for the apprenticeship. I believe you are the doctor's disciple.
I don't really remember much before I woke up. The doctor. He was a traveling doctor that came to the city, wasn't he? He was a vampire?
He certainly was. It will all come back eventually. Don't worry about it now. Countess has a coachman, Trophime. He will take you to the doctor's place in town. He is rough around the edges, but you can learn a lot from him.
May I speak with the Countess herself?
You need to be a little more important for that to happen. Trust me, she'll send for you soon. She has errands for us all. You will be no exception.
I understand.
Good girl. You should go. Trophime will be waiting for you, and the sun is not getting any lower. I've unlocked the door by the balcony. It'll lead you to the stairs and outside.
They must have taken Petya's body away. Lord only knows what they'll do to it. They must have taken Petya's body away. Lord only knows what they'll do to it.
Hey, Lisa?
Yes?
Never mind.
What is it?
You've only turned recently. When was the last time you watched the sunrise?
It must have been a couple weeks ago. I was studying late for my exams.
What did it feel like?
Well, I was worried about the day to come, and when a ray of sun fell on my face, I don't know. I felt warm, hopeful. Why do you ask?
No reason. It's just been a while since I've seen one. You will hear from the Countess soon.
I'm sure I will.
By the way, I've been meaning to ask you. Could you please take this ugly doll with you? I can't keep looking into its dead eyes.
Does it remind you of Petya?
Just take it with you, please.
All right, I will.
Thanks. I'll see you around.
I swear it just blinked.
Alright, so that does appear to be the end. It would not let me go on to the balcony as she indicated, and when I entered one of the doors, it brought me here. So a bit of a shorter episode this time around, but I really, really want to see where this game goes. I definitely will be wishlisting. Actually, I've already wishlisted it, and I'm going to keep an eye out for when it's available, because I think definitely want to continue with this. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider taking a moment to paw that like button and subscribe for more mediocre content like this. And in case anyone hasn't told you yet today, I wanted to make sure that you know that you are perfect just the way you are.
I saw that you were perfect, and so I loved you. But now I realize it was all just smoke and mirrors. I was blinded by the lights, caught up in a fantasy. I saw that you were perfect, but you're not what you seem.